So PUPA is it's a company that develops training sessions for early childhood education, but not to formal care centers, but to informal caregivers. PUPA is a model also of a social franchisee network, which is engaging families and caregivers into the importance, into the awareness of playful activities and social skills as two main ways of developing neural and cognitive skills in this phase of life. Let's say 0 to 6, but our main focus is 0 to 4. Okay, so PUPA is a company that is targeting low-income communities, and we have in Brazil more than 10 million children that is out of formal education, so they are basically in the hands of caregivers that can be grandmothers or neighbors or people from the community that is taking care of these kids. And our main focus is to improve the educational level of these women, mostly they are women caregivers of young children. Very important that we use toys, but not only the ones that we are providing, but we teach them how to build toys and how to use whatever they have at home to increase the portfolio of tools and toys that these kids can have available. Because everything that we will be delivering, we will deliver through playful activities. Playful activities is the main way of delivering the education for the caregivers and to deliver the skills we want to improve in the kids.
Since you brought up some of these toys, using what is available in the household, what would be an example of that as sort of an improvised toy or for learning that you recommend?
The first example I would like to give is that we have instruments, first of all, to allow the babies to sit and to reach for toys. So one of the first things that we need to think about is how to prepare the floor, because in some of these houses they don't have an appropriate floor, and that's gonna inhibit the child. It's gonna prevent the child from coming to the floor and develop their mobility and playful activities. So the first thing is to prepare the floor, and we can do that with their whatever they possess at home. The second is to provide a safety environment, a sort of a body tool that we can do, for instance, with a pair of jeans. When we fill up a pair of jeans and you put in the back of the baby, you can provide the basic balance protection for the baby to stay seated and then starting to have an interaction and starting playing. So these are two examples of how we can start preparing, but we are going to bring also musical instruments using what they have in recycled material as well. So there's a part in the training session where they learn how to build musical instruments and to help the kids to explore sounds and forms and shapes and colors using their own material. Okay, so PUPA was conceived in the environment of Lego Zoom. Lego Zoom is the Brazilian exclusive distributor of Lego Education, and it's an educational company that builds books and magazines with Lego technology. And we have a very strong social philanthropic work in Lego Zoom through Instituto Aprender Fazendo, Institute Learn by Doing. And this social work now reaches more than 200 community centers in Brazil, all over Brazil. So we basically it's a partnership between Lego Foundation and the company in Brazil. So they provide the Lego toys, technologies, computers, and the company provides the training and the books. And we provide after-school programs to kids living in those communities. We are right now piloting. But we are expecting to have by next year around at least 8,000 caregivers trained.
Okay.
Because we already have the demand from the third sector to deliver this kind of training. But what we want to prove from our business model perspective is that the families also, they value and they pay for the training. So what we want to create is a differentiation between purchase power and what they can afford.
Mm-hmm.
And in that way, search for the strategic partnerships to reach as much as people as we can. And what's very important that I had from the beginning, the involvement of IDB, because that was a lot of help, because it's a new program. Nobody has ever approached in this way. There's a lot of question marks, and was important to bring a bank that would have a true interest that this company would work and could expand, would be a replicable model, and in the future we could expand to other Latin American countries.